Senators Stabenow and Senator Peters, and let me thank the Michigan Congressional Delegation and the Michigan Democratic Party for putting on this fantastic event. You look great from up here. I want to tell you, we came up with the idea of doing rallies just a few weeks ago. And we said, well, you know, we don't have much time. It's the middle of winter. Maybe we'll be able to do 5 rallies, 10 rallies. That'll be good. Turns out today, from Maine to California, there are 70 rallies. And tens of thousands of Americans are saying loudly and clearly, Republicans, you are not going to destroy the Affordable Care Act. It's been said before, and let me say it again, especially on this weekend where we celebrate one of the great Americans in the history of our country, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. This is the wealthiest country in the history of the world. It is time we got our national priorities right. The United States today, and I hope everybody in America understands it, we are the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people as a right. So our job today is to defend the Affordable Care Act. Our job tomorrow is to create a Medicare for all single-payer system. And let me be very clear. There are differences of opinion about the Affordable Care Act. Some people like it, some people don't like it. But very few Americans believe that we should repeal the Affordable Care Act without a replacement program to make it better. No, we are saying to our Republican colleagues, we will not allow you to throw up to 30 million Americans off of health insurance. I want you all to think, because we've heard some stories today, some poignant stories of people who talked about what the ACA did to them. They are talking for millions of Americans. Think for a moment. You take away health insurance from 30 million people, how many of them will die? And the answer is many thousands. How many of them will become much sicker than they otherwise would? Millions would. So our job today is to tell the Republicans, no, you're not going to throw 20 million people off of Medicaid. You are not going to privatize Medicare. You are not going to defund Planned Parenthood. You're not going to raise the cost of prescription drugs for seniors. And by the way, as part of the repeal of the Affordable Care Act, they want to give over $300 billion in tax breaks to the top 2%. So on behalf of the children of this country, on behalf of the working people of this country, on behalf of middle-class families who pay for their parents in nursing homes through Medicaid, what we are saying to the Republicans, if you want to improve the Affordable Care Act, let's work together. But if you think you're simply going to throw millions off of health insurance, you got another guess coming.
Yeah!
Martin Luther King Jr. said this, and many great Americans have said it, and you all know this. Real change never takes place from the top on down. Real change always takes place, whether it is the civil rights movement, the women's movement, the gay movement, the environmental movement. It always takes place from the bottom on up.
Preach, Bernie, preach!
So I say to my Republican colleagues, yeah, you're going to have to worry about Senators Stabenow and Peters and all of us in the Senate and our friends in the House. But that's the least of your worry.
Yeah!
You're going to have to worry about millions of people who are standing up, who are fighting back, and who demand the day when health care will be a right of all people, not just a privilege.
Yeah! Yeah!
So thank you all for being out here today. This is just a wonderful turnout.
Bernie! 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 Bernie!
Thank you all. This is the beginning of the fight, not the end of the fight.
Yeah!
And let me now bring up two real fighters from the trade union movement, Cindy Estrada and Leslie Frame.
Yeah!